Hey guys, welcome back to another video for new guitar players that are just starting out. The last time I saw you, we looked at playing one chord. It was just a C7 chord. And then we used one picking pattern. And the picking pattern went from the outside group of strings, the fifth string and the second string, to the inside group, the fourth string and the third string. And then we just slid it around the fretboard. So we went. And that was basically it. And then we did a few variations on top of that to make it even sound cooler. So this lesson, what we're going to do is the same idea. We're going to take the same chord, but we're going to play it on a different group of strings in a different place. So let's take a look at that. C7 chord is first fret and third fret, second fret, and the pinky's underneath here. Each finger has its own string. First fret, third fret, second fret, and the third fret for the last. Okay, let's move the whole shape down to the high sounding four strings. And let's move it all up to the fifth fret. Here it becomes an A chord. Here's an A bass note. We could use it as a reference, or A note up here. And what we're going to do is take that shape and just move it from here to here. That's it. Sounds quite cool. If we put an A bass note ahead of it, it now sounds like something like this. And then we're just going to move it around the guitar fretboard. So we're going to move from A to D. A, B, C, D. And we'll play it here. I'll play the D bass note, so the D string. Back to the A bass note. To the E bass note. So here I'm at the E note, 12th fret. D bass note. Back to A, and we'll do a turnaround. The turnaround is similar to one we've used in the past. We're going to go 8th fret, so third string, first string, back to the third string. Move it down 1 fret, so now instead of being at the 9th fret, we're at the 8th fret, 7th fret, and here we're at the 6th fret with the 5th fret. And then we're going to go 5, 6, 7, and guess what? We use that same shape. But this time where we're using it is now on the same set of strings that we used when we played the C7. So it is the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. So we put the whole thing together. However, this time before I play it, I could use the open strings. So if you have big hands and you're playing an electric guitar, which has a very narrow neck, you can play the bass note with your thumb, kind of like Jimi Hendrix would, and then play your chord here. So I'm going to play the bass note with my thumb rather than using the open string. So you have the option to use either one. So here's the way it sounds. Okay, here's another thing we could do. Why not incorporate our blues scale? Now, if I'm playing blues in A, I would use an A blues scale. A blues scale, 5th fret, 8th fret, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. The only thing that would make this sound really cool is because the chord has this note in it, which doesn't belong to the scale, if I add it to the scale and target this note, it's going to sound great because it's going to fit like it should. So I'm going to play to that note, then I'll play notes that belong to my scale, and then maybe I'll go back from here, 8th fret on the B string to the 5th fret, 7th fret on the G string to the 5, and target that note again. So that line's going to look like this. Maybe I'll play this note as well. So if I put the whole thing together, so it's a neat little line, and it gives us an exercise that we can practice along with our chords. When I go to the D, I can do the same thing. Interesting, eh? The blues allows you to do that. You can actually take whatever idea you have here, and move it around the fretboard, just as we did with the chords. E, we could do the same thing. So now it sounds pretty cool, right? Here we go. So from the top. So that's the lesson for today. One chord, move it around the fretboard, take one solo idea, move it around the fretboard, and we're playing something that's really cool. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next lesson.